Hello, I'm meteorologist Dave Epstein. Let's get to the ski report for this upcoming weekend, the second full weekend of December, starting on the 12th, going through the 14th here. We had some nice snow on the 10th across much of northern New England, that snow line north of Portland, but up towards Lewiston in Maine and Augusta and Waterville getting about an inch. And then you come south westward from there, just north of Laconia, getting anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of snow. Keep going south. You're now into the Keene area, north of Concord, west of Concord. Keene about an inch and a half, and then around the Berkshires about 4 inches. Vermont did pretty well out of this one, anywhere from mostly 3 to 6 inches of snow. A few places had a little bit more. Had an 8.7 reported in Waterbury and a 10.9 in Landgrove in Vermont. That's in the southern area, south of Rutland, right around Stratton in that area generally. So the ski areas are doing pretty well. This is a good weekend upcoming for skiing. Whether you're at Mount Snow or Stratton northward in Vermont up towards Killington, and certainly further north, Sugarbush, Smugs, Jay Peak, all doing well. In New Hampshire, Bretton Woods, Waterville Valley, down through Sunapee also will be doing well. Anywhere from about, it looks to me like about 10% to about 30% of terrain is open. Check the smaller ski areas, be sure they're open, see what they have open as well. And then you get up into Maine from Pleasant Mountain up through Sunday River and Sugarloaf. Again, some areas may be going over that 30% in terms of terrain this weekend, but as I'm recording this, just looking at what they have open, it's still sort of midweek. So some of the ski areas definitely will be making snow over the next couple of days, and they tend to keep those trails closed until they get to the weekend, and then they'll be able to open up more because there's going to be more crowds there. This is a pretty good year so far in December for skiing. We just haven't had many Decembers over the past few years with this amount of snow in northern New England. I looked at the map from last year, and most areas have more snow on the ground today than they did a year ago. So that's good. And it's also been cold. Last year was not a warm December, but this is the coldest December since 2007, and that has led to more snowmaking and also less melting. Of course, the sun angle this time of year is very low, and that gets me into the forecast for the weekend. So Saturday would be my pick. Both days are great for skiing, full stop. My pick, if I had to pick one, I'd pick Saturday. And the reason I would do that is because Saturday is going to have a little more sunshine, and because the sun's not up till 7 and down at 4, basically. So, those long shadows across the mountains in the afternoon, you all know it. I like to have days with full sun, sort of bluebird days. There's also going to be very little wind on Saturday as well. Now, Sunday, not much wind either. Temperatures on Saturday at the base lodges, upper 20s to near 30, at the higher peaks in the teens to lower 20s. And then on Sunday, there's going to be a storm system that's going to miss northern New England, but it will eclipse southern New England with perhaps a coating to a couple of inches of snow, depending on how close it gets. But the cloud shield is going to be further off towards the north, so I do think the sun will be a little bit dimmer on Sunday. Temperatures, because of the lack of sun, will be a few degrees cooler, so knock off 2 to 4 or 5 degrees from what you'll experience on Saturday. Without the wind, you'll still probably notice it. It'll be chilly first thing in the morning when you get up, but temperatures again in the 20s. Certainly it's been colder this time of the year, and right now next week it's going to start out pretty chilly as well, with temperatures below average continuing for early next week if you are doing any midweek skiing here. And then, of course, we're getting closer and closer to that Christmas week, and if things keep going the way they are, it's going to be a very good Christmas week of skiing. Have a great day, everybody.